knee.
And you saw him go and grab right behind the knee right away. You thought, no way that just happened.
Yeah, and then you see him go off on the cart with that vacant look in his eyes. We all expected the worst, right?
Yeah, we did.
If we're all honest with us, no one said, you know what? After 10 minutes in and going, I bet he comes back and plays in the second half. And boy, did he come back and play in the second half. They were down 20 points in that game. They were down 17 points going into the fourth quarter, and Aaron Rodgers did Aaron Rodgers things, man, and it was a sight to see. It was unbelievable.
I'm not sure we're overreacting to the places we're going to take this performance from Aaron Rodgers to do it, because we mentioned it was his left knee too. So that's the plant knee as he's standing there in the pocket. You saw him the whole rest of the game.
A knee that's already been surgically rebuilt once.
Yes, and very gingerly on that knee for the rest of the game, and it didn't matter. Completed something like 74% of his passes post-knee injury in this game. And the interesting thing has been, we haven't really gotten any assurance from them now or from Aaron Rodgers that everything's all right with that, but he's already coming out and saying, I'm playing next week against Minnesota. That's non-negotiable.
He basically, and we'll hear saying that they didn't think he could hurt it anymore, which sounds somewhat odd.
Right.
That's, don't
go
think
ahead
you
and
could
disagree with you.
I'm pretty sure one more shot and you're going to hurt that thing worse.
Pretty sure you could. I mean, if you don't hurt it anymore, that would mean it would be a complete tear, and then it would say, you can't hurt it anymore.
Correct.
But it is amazing with Aaron Rodgers and all he's done. It's the first time throwing 3 touchdowns in a fourth quarter in his NFL career.
That's amazing.
I almost can't believe it. I almost feel like we need to check that, because it doesn't seem with Aaron Rodgers that that's possible, seeing what this man has done already in his career, that he hasn't thrown 3 touchdowns in a fourth quarter.
But let's be honest. Until they go through all the tests today, a lot of people are still holding their breath in Green Bay.
They are, and they will, and that's understandable. But the fact of the matter is, again, he did come back to play.
Yep.
He did say to Michelle Tafoya after the game, I'll be out there next week. And I know the test could show something, but if it was that damaging, would the Packers doctors who are typically very conservative, allowed him to go back out there to play if there was something that was significantly wrong? I would think not, but we'll find out.
You would not. And again, they can only do the hand test with it because they can't do the MRI back there. And I don't know if they did an X-ray or not, but that's just obviously for bone. That's not going to tell you anything with a ligament or not. So all they can do is kind of go with how loose. That's what they do whenever you see with their hands, they're seeing how loose the joint may be. That gives them an idea of the possibility of the injury. You wouldn't think. You pretty much can know the movement of it, these doctors, if something is really, really bad, but that doesn't mean all the time that there maybe isn't some sort of maybe second degree possibly there or not. We'll find out today.
Yep, we will find out, and that's certainly, I think, at the front of the line for news in the NFL, just because it is Aaron Rodgers. He's the guy that signed that massive contract not too long ago. He's the face of a league that's so driven by quarterback play.